Have you ever wondered what the phrase, "I plead the fifth," truly means? It's a saying that's frequently echoed in courtrooms and often heard in popular culture, but its implications run far deeper than you might think. This video will navigate the intricate maze of the Fifth Amendment, an essential part of the United States Constitution that safeguards the rights of citizens against any potential misuse of the law. The Fifth Amendment is like a shield, a protector, standing tall between an individual and the might of the government. It's a testament to the forethought of the Founding Fathers, who understood the necessity of checks and balances in the pursuit of justice. From its historical origins to its critical role in landmark legal cases, the Fifth Amendment has had a profound impact on the American legal system. It's a complex and fascinating topic, and there's a lot to uncover. So, buckle up as we journey back to the origins of the Fifth Amendment. The roots of the Fifth Amendment can be traced back to the late 18th century. This was a time of great change and upheaval in America. The Revolutionary War had just ended, and the newly independent states were trying to figure out how to govern themselves without falling into the same patterns of tyranny they had just fought so hard to escape. The Bill of Rights, of which the Fifth Amendment is a part, was created in 1791 as part of this effort. It was designed to ensure that the new American government would respect the rights of its citizens and not become a replica of the British monarchy they had just overthrown. The framers of the Constitution, fresh from their victory against the British, were acutely aware of the potential for governmental abuse of power. This was the context in which the Fifth Amendment was born. It was seen as a necessary safeguard against the overreach of government authority. The amendment was designed to protect the rights of individuals from being trampled by the government. It established key legal protections, including the right to a fair trial, the right against self-incrimination, and the right against being tried twice for the same crime, also known as double jeopardy. The Fifth Amendment was the product of a collective desire to ensure that the hard-fought freedoms won during the Revolutionary War would not be lost. It was a clear statement that in the United States the rights of the individual mattered and would be protected against the potential abuses of the government. This piece of legislation, like the rest of the Bill of Rights, was a bold experiment in governance. It was a clear departure from the norms of the time, and it helped to set the United States apart as a beacon of liberty and justice in a world still dominated by monarchies and autocracies. Thus, the Fifth Amendment was born, promising to safeguard the rights of the individual against the mighty hand of the government. This promise, enshrined in the Constitution, continues to play a crucial role in American law and society, shaping our understanding of justice, fairness, and the balance of power between the individual and the state. So, what exactly does the Fifth Amendment entail, you may ask? Well, let's dive right into its 5 main provisions. Firstly, there's the Grand Jury Clause. This part of the amendment ensures that for all serious criminal charges, a group of impartial citizens must first decide if there's enough evidence to justify a trial. You can think of it as a safety net, making sure that people aren't hauled into court without good reason. Next, we have double jeopardy. No, not the game show, but a legal principle that says you can't be tried twice for the same crime once you've been acquitted. So if you're found not guilty of a crime, the government can't simply retry you in the hopes of getting a different outcome. It's essentially a one-shot deal. The third provision is the right against self-incrimination. This means that you cannot be forced to testify against yourself in a criminal case. Ever heard the phrase "plead the fifth"? That's where it comes from. It's a safeguard against coerced confessions and ensures a fair trial. Next up is the Due Process Clause. This guarantees that the state must respect all legal rights owed to a person. It's not only about fairness in court, but also about the government respecting your rights in all interactions, from education to property rights. Finally, we have eminent domain, a provision that allows the government to take private property for public use, but only if they provide just compensation. It's a balance between public need and individual rights. These provisions form the backbone of the Fifth Amendment, a strong shield protecting the rights of the citizens. The Fifth Amendment is more than just a part of our Constitution. It's an affirmation of our rights as individuals, a testament to the value our nation places on justice and fairness. The Fifth Amendment has been at the center of some of the most significant legal battles in American history. One of the most well-known of these is Miranda v. Arizona, decided in 1966. This case involved a man named Ernesto Miranda who confessed to a crime during police interrogation without being informed of his right to remain silent or have an attorney present. The Supreme Court ruled that the confession was inadmissible because Miranda had not been informed of his rights. This landmark decision has since led to what we now know as Miranda rights, a set of warnings required to be given to anyone in police custody. Fast forward to 2005, we have Kelo v. City of New London, a case that dramatically reshaped the interpretation of the Fifth Amendment's takings clause. The City of New London, Connecticut used eminent domain to seize private property for economic development, arguing it constituted public use. The homeowners disagreed, asserting that economic development did not qualify as public use. The Supreme Court sided with the city, broadening the definition of public use and sparking a nationwide debate on property rights. In both Miranda v. Arizona and Kelo v. City of New London, the Fifth Amendment was at the heart of the matter. These cases underscored the amendment's role in safeguarding individual rights against potential government overreach. Yet these cases also illustrate how the interpretation of the Fifth Amendment can evolve over time, reflecting societal changes and shifting legal perspectives. Miranda v. Arizona emphasized the importance of procedural safeguards for individuals in the criminal justice system. Meanwhile, Kelo v. City of New London sparked a debate on the balance between individual property rights and community development. These cases are more than just legal disputes. They represent pivotal moments in our nation's history, where the Fifth Amendment was tested, interpreted, and applied in ways that have had far-reaching impacts. These cases highlight the enduring relevance and power of the Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment is not just for landmark legal battles, it has also made its mark in high-profile legal cases. Let's delve into some of the most notable instances where the Fifth Amendment was invoked, starting with the infamous trial of O.J. Simpson. In this 1995 criminal trial, O.J. Simpson, a former football star, was accused of the murder of his ex-wife and her friend. Despite the mounting evidence against him, Simpson famously did not take the stand in his own defense, invoking his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. His acquittal sparked nationwide debates about the effectiveness and fairness of the American justice system. Another notable instance occurred during the Senate hearings of Joseph McCarthy, a U.S. senator notorious for his aggressive investigations into suspected communists in the American government during the 1950s. During these hearings, many of those accused would invoke their Fifth Amendment rights, refusing to testify on the grounds that they may incriminate themselves. This use of the Fifth Amendment played a significant role in shaping public perception of the McCarthy era, and the term "taking the Fifth" became a common phrase, symbolizing the right to remain silent. Yet another instance was the 1974 impeachment hearings of President Richard Nixon. While Nixon did not directly invoke the Fifth Amendment, his refusal to release the infamous Watergate tapes was seen by many as a de facto use of the Fifth Amendment's protection against self-incrimination. His subsequent resignation marked the first and only time a U.S. president has resigned from office. These instances highlight how the Fifth Amendment's protections extend beyond the courtroom, influencing public understanding and shaping cultural norms. They serve as reminders that the Fifth Amendment is not just a legal tool, but a fundamental safeguard of individual rights against government overreach. Whether in the courtroom or the court of public opinion, the Fifth Amendment continues to play a crucial role. In its over 200 years of existence, the Fifth Amendment has proven to be a cornerstone of American legal principles. Born from the desire to protect individual rights, it has been instrumental in shaping the criminal justice system as we know it today. Its provisions are a testament to the foresight of the Founding Fathers, safeguarding against self-incrimination, double jeopardy, and ensuring due process of law. Landmark cases like Miranda v. Arizona have further solidified its importance, setting precedents that continue to guide legal rulings. Its invocation in high-profile cases, such as those involving Richard Nixon and Oliver North, underscore its relevance and enduring significance. The Fifth Amendment is more than just a legal provision, it's a symbol of the balance between state authority and individual rights, a balance that continues to define the American legal landscape. So next time you hear, "I plead the Fifth," you'll know the rich history and importance behind this powerful phrase. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share to help me grow this channel and help more people to understand their rights as citizens. Until next time, I'm Clump of Cells. Stay informed and know your rights.